Hey there, today's lesson is all about from corporate to coaching. I'm sharing with you the 5 lessons that I have learned along my personal journey to building a successful online business as a coach. So from corporate to coaching. Number one, the first thing that I did is I committed to getting certified and trained as a coach. Now, if you're a coach or somebody who has been in the online coaching industry for quite some time, you will know that this is an industry that is very unregulated. You don't require any qualifications to call yourself a coach. You can simply call yourself a coach and start a business and begin coaching people. So it's very unregulated. And so one of the ways that I knew from the beginning that I wanted to set myself apart was to get qualified, to get certified, to get trained, and not just with any organization or institution. I really wanted to do that with an academy that resonated with me, a place where I could bring my whole self and not lose myself to whatever it was that was being taught as the be-all of the industry. And so I was able to coach with the Beautiful You Coaching Academy. And that in itself sparked so much in me and has led me down the path of racial equity that I, at the very beginning of starting my training, did not think I would be doing that kind of work. And so it has been taking the time to train, taking the time to study was a personal development that I did not anticipate that has led me down a path that I am so grateful for. The second lesson that I have learned along my way to building a successful online business has been keeping on practicing my coaching skills. So once I finished training, I didn't go like, okay, I'm going to take a break. There's so much that I need to do and integrate in order to kind of set up my coaching business. I continued to coach, be it through having pro bono clients or giving my dream clients accessible pricing so that there was no barrier to working with me. I felt that that was a win-win situation for them and for me in terms of me practicing and continuing to refine my skill of coaching, because coaching, as much as it's unregulated and anybody can call themselves a coach, the thing is, there's such an art to it. It takes a lot of time to hone in the skill. It takes a lot of time to be able to really hear and hold space and understand what the person is struggling with and how you might be able to support them. And it all comes through the kind of powerful questions that you're able to ask back to them. And so one thing that I kept doing was I continued to hone in on my skill of coaching through coaching clients on an ongoing basis. The third thing that I did was I enlisted the support of a coach. Now, this is something that I cannot overstate. Having a coach and finding the right coach, because it took a while. It wasn't like the first coach I worked with was the right one for me. It took a while. It took working with coaches who were not the right coach for me to land on what felt good for me. And when I was able to do that, I actually was able to see my business grow. I was able to see the vision that I had become a reality right before my eyes. But it took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of, late nights. Don't let anybody fool you that when it comes to building your own online business, that this is something that, happens quickly and easily. For some, it might. But for me, my journey has been one of late nights, refining, testing, really being committed to the journey of leading to the success that I have wanted to see and experience, and now that I am living. Number 4, and this is a really interesting one, and I'd love to know if this is something that's come up for you, treating my business as a business and not letting it define me. And I'll explain a little bit about that, because a lot of times, particularly if you have a business that's under your name, a personal brand, it's easy to think of your business as yourself. What I've learned to do is compartmentalize that the business is a business and Annie is Annie. My business is not me and I am not my business. And so there are certain things that I will need to operate as a business. There's certain things I'll need to do as a business, as the CEO. I will come in and look at my business and see how do I need to strategize in order to get to where I want the business to get to. And a lot of times that includes removing myself, Annie, from the picture. And it's not about looking at it as my identity or going like, ooh, this feels like uncomfortable. Annie wouldn't do this. And it's not things that go against my values or the things that I believe in, but it's just showing up and serving and doing the work that is required to be done, whether I feel like it or not. It is not controlled by Annie, the person, but rather, wearing that CEO hat and honing in on the skill of looking at my business strategically as a CEO. And that has taken time and practice, something that I still continue to do, but it's been a huge lesson along the way. And number 5, and perhaps most importantly, has been having the support of my husband and my kids, whereby they respect my business. They look at it as something that is legit. And when I come into this office, they give me the time to be in here, to be focused, and they cheer me on. Wherever my husband needs to support me on the home front so that I can show up for my clients and deliver on that which I have promised, that happens. And this has been a team effort from my husband, team effort from my kids as well, knowing like right now, they know I'm recording this. And so they're busy keeping themselves quiet so that mommy can record this and get it out. And so it's taken a team effort, and them viewing this as important work and as a business that is providing for their needs. Now, as you know, or may not know, I wear 2 hats in my business. One is as a racial equity coach, and the other is as a business coach to women of color coaches. So if you are a woman of color coach and you are either training to become a coach or have recently become a coach or have been coaching for a little time, and you want to understand better how you can build your coaching business into one that is successful, one that lights you up, but most importantly is bringing you paying clients on repeat, so that your business is not just something that you like to do, but is actually a fully legit business. I have created a 5-day email series where I will show up in your inbox and break down the steps that will lead you to having that business that will begin to give back to you, a business that will see you attract dream clients that you can work with on repeat. Now, the link to that is below this video, and it's pretty much called From Corporate to Coaching, helping you build a business that lights you up so that you can attract paying clients. I hope you can join me for that 5-day series. It's absolutely free, but it's specifically for women of color coaches in training or already trained and are looking to have that business be fully legit so that they can operate from a place of enjoyment and having clients coming in. Thank you so much for your time.